Hello, let's do a bunch of New York Times puzzles. It is April 8th, and we are going to do 2 dad jokes until we catch up with the date. All right. So, did you hear about the kidnapping at school? It's fine, he woke up. Okay. And then, a slice of apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas. These are the pie rates of the Caribbean. I did not see that coming. I try not to read ahead so I can get hit by the joke at the same time as you. All right. I feel like it's a skill to just read without having previewed it first. Just read out loud without having... Anyway. It's a skill I'm proud of. Okay. Anyway, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got negative numbers. It's Sean's job to deal with the negative numbers. So Sean is a name. Pierce is a name. Daniel's a name. Roger's a name. This is... I always forget how to pronounce this one as it's spelled. It's, I want to say it's Irish. Pretty sure it's an Irish name. But is it... Yeah, I think Irish. But anyway, we've got names here. We got more than 4, though. But anyway... We've got Job or Job. Job is a name from the Bible. Anyway, Pierce. Pierce is a name, but also you can just pierce, like he has piercing eyes or the arrow pierced through the thing. Anyway, Sugar, Stick, Roger. Roger could mean yes, like, or not really yes, but acknowledged, right? Roger that. Anyway, Shore, Daniel Tiger, Over, and again, I don't remember how that's pronounced. Poke. Or poke. Poke being a popular Japanese food. Copy, judges, and jab. So let's ignore the names for a bit because there's too many names. But Job and Judges are books of the Bible. So is Numbers. And what is our 4th book of the Bible? These are actually all... Pretty sure these are all in the Jewish Bible. What Christians call the Old Testament. Negative, Sean, Pierce, Sugar, Stick, Roger. Daniel might be a book of the New Testament. Or am I crazy? I think Daniel's a biblical chapter. Book, not chapter. I think so. Let's try it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they are all Old Testament. Okay. I'm not as familiar with the ones that aren't in the Torah, the first 5 books. Anyway, we have names: Pierce, Rob, Roger, Sean. I will look up after. I don't like Googling this stuff during gameplay, but afterwards I'll look up how that's pronounced. I mean, I feel like they're names, but I'm also very suspicious. So let's see what else we can find. Sugar, jab, over. Yeah, over and Roger are things you'd say on the radio. Negative as well. These are radio words. Copy. Yeah, definitely. That's actually pretty easy. Radio lingo. Maybe it was just easy because I'm wearing a green shirt and a +2 to green. Suspiciously, the same shirt I was wearing in the last connections video. Dun dun dun. All right. I mean, if we're the names, then what's the other one? So Pierce, Sean. Wait, where? Roger's gone. Job is gone. Daniel's gone. Okay, well, we ran out of names. Okay. Jab and Pierce and Stick and Poke are all just doing that. Right? Anyway, that's probably yellow. Yeah. Okay, so what is short? Oh, these are starting with S without an H afterward, but sounding like sh. Yeah. Words pronounced sh without a sh. I figured it out though. Okay, cool. That's neat. Let's look up how this name is pronounced. Okay, it's pronounced Siobhan, which is not clear from the spelling, but it's because it's Irish. I was right about it being Irish at least. So Siobhan does start with a sh sound without sh. All right, cool. Well, let's think about difficulty here. I really think this was an easier day, but there was some trivia. And there was you could chase the names all day. I don't know if it's going to give you a 1 away on them though. So like no matter what names you pick, I don't think you're gonna get a one away. Yeah, none of these categories have three names in them. So uh I don't think that'll make you lose then. So let's downgrade this then. Let's make it a three just straight up. Okay. I was overestimating, at least according to the New York Times testers. They gave it a 1.8. But I feel like New York Times testers have much stronger trivia knowledge than the average solver of this. So let's check the bot. Okay. Pretty easy. I think maybe a bunch of people tried names and then it wasn't one away and went, okay, it's not names. So congrats to the 29% who did not fall for that. It was 1 in 91. That's pretty common. Actually, not that common for a perfect game, is it? So blue first, actually not that common. Most people are just getting pierce, stick, poke, jab, which makes a whole lot of sense. It's yellow and it's pretty straightforward. Also, the radio lingo, more common. Even the pronounced sh without an sh, pretty common. So yeah, I mean, if we go to second, I think it's gonna be a very even spread. Oh, never mind. So yeah, yellow, green are gonna be gotten. But yeah, if you lose, you couldn't split these up. Maybe you don't know the books of the Bible very well, or um, things like that. And maybe you're trying to put some names together. Oh. But yeah, I mean, either way, like the win rate is very high here. 98% of people got yellow, so only the people who didn't get yellow didn't get anything. Interesting. All right. I do think that there are actually probably quite a few players who don't know about the one away mechanic. I have a lot of comments saying, doesn't one away just mean that you have one guess left? Or like people are interpreting it as different things. And I really feel like it should be incorporated better into the user interface and expressed better. But it is not. And I don't think they're changing it anytime soon. It would be really nice to be able to see like a list of your past responses and which ones were one away and which ones weren't. All right. I don't think you're supposed to say sure over the radio. Names. It's actually these are actors who played James Bond. So they built the puzzle around actors who played James Bond, apparently. Okay, more actors. People just trying various names. Is pretty much all of these failed categories, but they weren't. None of them are one away. So if you're paying attention to that and know what it means, then you're not going to chase it. All right. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. This one already has 5 seconds on the clock because I accidentally loaded it up instead of doing the Monday puzzle when I was recording the Monday puzzles. So anyway, that's why there's 5 seconds. I didn't really look at the clues. Let's play. Only rock that humans regularly eat: salt. Technically, ice is also a rock, by the way. 10-legged sea creature, but one could argue you don't eat ice. 10-legged sea creature. Squid? That doesn't fit. Why did I think squid would fit? I'm not sure. Anyway, ones who might be cheesed off, annoyed, or chuffed to bits. Happy. Brits. Right E. Fencing sword. The ape. All right. Throw in the trash. Not strip. What are we doing here? Is it STR? Okay, let's skip that for a second. Scrap. I kept thinking ST. Come up. Abide, alive. I don't know. Aisle? No. Cafe blank. Espresso drink. Latte. Cable channel that airs March Madness games. I'm guessing that's TBS. Busy buzzer. A bee. Busy bee. 10-legged sea creatures. A crab. Right E. Oh, east. And this was arise. Come up, arise. I don't think of arise as come up. Yes, arise to my apartment. Thinking about Price is Right. Daniel, arise. Come on up. All right, anyway, how'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is out of this world. I mean, is it the obvious where it's just things that aren't from Earth? So other planets, other cosmic things. Saliva, for example. No. What is going on here? Savlav. Valvas. Geometry. Oh, do we have science here? Science. Whoa, that's not how you spell science. Hold on. Science fiction. Ah, science fiction stuff. So we've got Gravity. Are these movies? Hold on. See, the problem with Gravity that I'm is like, what's Rarival or Laverar? Let's hold off on that. I'm thinking these are science fiction movies though. Apollo, Dune. No Star Trek. Gravity is a sort of science fictiony movie, but I don't know what Laverar is or Rarival. Maybe Rar. I don't know. Usually they have to be words. Oh, Arrival. Duh. Okay. What's Rarival? That's not a thing. Clearly, it's wrong. Line. How many left? Two. Gemmo. Mego. Apocalypse. No. So. I can't think of sci-fi movies that they would be listing here. Saline. Alien, maybe? I think Alien, yeah. Oh, so this last one is very long. A Gemopleasal, clearly. Sola Megapolis. I feel like it ends in Apolis. What is that? What is that movie that came out recently that just got completely canned by everybody? I don't remember the name of it. Lagimopolis. Is there any way to like do this differently? Oh, maybe it's Omega something. Omega Lop. No, Omega Plosely. I kind of like Omega. Maybe I don't know this. Darn it. This was going okay. I mean, Omega being here can't be a coincidence, right? Omega Lopsley. Omega Loplis? What am I missing here? Maybe it's not Omega? Feels like there should be Omega here, but Omega Plosely. Omega Plosil. Omega Plissol. Losilpomega. How am I not seeing this? This is ridiculous. ISO, maybe it's like ISO. We have Opolis. It's not Lagamopolis, right? I may have tried that already. Galapagos? No, Galapsilome. Oh no. This is so long and I don't know what this is. Usually they're also words though, so at the very least I should know the word, right? Mega? Maybe it's Megalopolis. Okay. Is that really a word? Let me look that up. Megalopolis. It's a film, but does it have a... Is it in the dictionary? A very large, heavily populated city or urban complex. Megalopolis. Okay. It's in the dictionary. I did not know that. Okay, I was close with Omega starting it, and I knew it was an Opolis ending, and I thought it started with... Yeah, I was very close to finding that. I mean, I found it eventually, but I was close for a long time. I wasn't quite seeing it. But yeah, I wasn't... I saw some stuff about Megalopolis, and then I saw it was bad. At least people were canning it all over the place, and I was like, well, they're evict from memory. I don't care. Anyway, there it is. Cool. Well, there is still Wordle to watch if you'd like to, just not in this video. You can click on it at the end of the video during the credits. And if you enjoyed this, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.